2020 had a lot of obstacles for all of us, but I'm more than proud of all of our employees who came together to provide reliable service throughout the pandemic without interruption. We had to pull together, but the job got done. Now, as we go through the next reports, you'll see what some of the different departments did last year and how it all worked together to enhance a rural way of life through United.
In 2020, United Electric began a project replacing 100 miles of three-phase line in an effort to eliminate the amount of copper weld conductor on our system. This process not only increases our reliability, but also enhances our line capacity. During this reconstruction, we will be changing out nearly 2,200 poles. This may sound like a lot of poles, but this only makes up 3% of our 70,739 poles on our system. It is very important that we make projects such as this our top priority, because the three-phase lines are our backbone of our system. We intend to complete this project by the end of 2022. The vast majority of this construction will be completed by outside contractors due to the magnitude of the work that will be required to complete the jobs in this time frame. United Electric was fortunate enough to lend a helping hand to the multiple cooperatives in multiple southern states in 2020. Alabama and Louisiana were hit with 3 different hurricanes which required assistance from many neighboring states. The cooperative principle, cooperation among cooperatives, shine through during natural disasters when the members are without power. 2020 was a year like no other for the linemen of United Electric Cooperative. In order to keep all of our linemen safe and at work, the crews were limited in their contact with each other. This proved to be challenging for our linemen who thrive off of working together to get the job done as safely and quickly as possible. We are proud of the commitment they showed all year to keep the lights on for our members.
Hello, I'm Zach Morgan, the Chief Financial Officer for your cooperative. In 2020, United was able to give back almost $4 million back to our membership due to the success of United Electric and United Services. $2 million of this was in the form of capital credits. 1.5 was in the form of waiving the service availability charge on your bill, and the remainder was in the form of various refunds and rebates. In addition to this, we were able to increase our revenue deferral into 2021. Doing this ensures rate stability for the coming year. As a company, we were able to increase our equity percentage and record margins in 2020. The financial stability of your cooperative has never been better. We conducted our 2020 audit with our third-party auditor in February. When our audit was complete, we were issued a clean opinion once again with no material adjustments or disagreements. Just a reminder, we are now a taxable cooperative. Due to the tax change, this will push our allocation and retirement schedule back a few months. However, the latest we will allocate and retire will be September 15th of each year. Even though our tax status has changed, our non-for-profit status and mission have not. For 2020, we are planning on retiring over $800K in capital credits as a general retirement. The general retirement will be in addition to the estate retirements. If you were a member in 2020, you would receive a retirement amount. In addition to the retirement of capital credits, we wanted to give the membership a rate discount for the remainder of 2021. The discount started in July and will continue until the end of the year. The discount is 10% off the kilowatt charge. In conclusion, I wanted to take a moment to remind our members that we are still here for you. Even though we have had to limit our in-person interactions with our members over the past year, we want to reassure you we are still here to answer any questions you have regarding your service.
"2020 was a year of innovation and growth for the Communications and Member Services Department. With the COVID-19 pandemic, 2020 taught us that there is a need to be accessible to our membership wherever we may be. The limited access to interact with our membership in person, we made it our goal to find new ways to connect with our membership. We implemented a more digital-friendly website that allows the members to access all membership forms and view an interactive outage map. In November 2020, United released a text message outage notification system for our membership. This feature allows us to notify the membership when there is an outage at their location. The member receives the first text message when the power goes out, and then a second message when the power is restored. On the member services side, we returned over $45,000 to members in the form of heat pump, appliance rebates, and performed energy audits to our members to help with energy efficiency. Every year we hold a youth tour contest in December to send 2 high school juniors from Missouri and 1 from the state of Iowa to visit our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. In June, Imogen Downing and Zach Vega from Missouri and Macy Seifert from Iowa were chosen to represent United. This year's trip was canceled due to the COVID pandemic, but United decided to award these delegates a sponsorship to college or a trade school of their choice in lieu of the trip being canceled. We will continue to expand our communications and member services department to fit the needs of our membership for many years to come.
What a year we all just went through. The COVID-19 pandemic affected every aspect of our fiber business, and we were constantly evaluating and implementing changes to meet our customer demand, while providing the same high level of service our customers and members expect. With limited in-person contact, we implemented more meetings with our fiber management team, installers, and our contractors. This has helped us improve our overall communications and processes within our department and meet the needs of our customers. The sales and marketing team of United Fiber have never been busier. With the lack of in-person interaction, the marketing team has focused on new ways to communicate. With direct mail marketing, social media, and an online sign-up tool on our website, we were able to increase the number of customers when a new area was ready for installation. It became increasingly difficult to meet customer demand and daily installation challenges brought on by COVID-19. Our field services department worked through a no-contact installation option, PPE requirements, frequent scheduling changes, just anything we could do to keep our customers and employees safe. United Fiber had an incredibly successful year on the fiber construction front. We focused on a proactive process in construction planning that allowed us to utilize more resources in an efficient way, which led to record results in customer growth. In 2020, United Fiber performed over 6,400 installations by the end of the year and had over 16,500 total customers. These numbers are outstanding, especially considering it was all done during a pandemic. More importantly, we were able to connect our members and customers to an absolutely critical service at this very challenging time.
Hello, I'm Ann Long, Chief Human Resource Officer for United. 2020 brought new challenges and responsibilities in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Our number one priority throughout the last year was keeping our employees safe so we could continue to provide safe and reliable power to you, our members. The United team proactively implemented several procedures in early March 2020, including an option for employees to telecommute. More than 1/3 of our workforce was placed on a temporary telecommuting assignment, allowing our employees to complete daily job duties and responsibilities from their home office. For our outside employees, we kept our line crews safe by splitting the workforce into 4 separate crews, allowing our linemen to continue working safely by social distancing in the field. Outside fiber employees were also equipped with personal protective equipment in order to keep them safe from COVID-19 while serving our fiber customers. We also said goodbye to 3 employees who retired with a combined total of 82 years of service dedicated to United. And lastly, 2020 was a milestone year for United Safety Program. In addition to implementing COVID-19 procedures to keep our workforce safe, last November we celebrated a 10-year safety milestone, working a combined total of 1,488,582 hours safely without a lost time accident. This milestone and all safety procedures throughout the pandemic have been achieved because of the actions of our employees and their commitment to work in a safe and responsible manner.
My day-to-day job has changed a lot since March 13th, 2020. It was Friday the 13th when Jim came to me and said, "Kathy, I want you to take your new laptop. I want you to go home for a couple of weeks." That 2 weeks turned into a year that I was out of the office.
You could be in contact with somebody that day and be gone for the next 2 weeks. So you really had to concentrate on being able to set things up to where you could do everything from a phone call, have other guys know where everything was at, and just roll with everyday changes.
Some of the bigger struggles that we encountered throughout the pandemic was just making sure people were connected and okay.
Of course, electricity is always, essential utility. Internet just, is right up there right now. So people have to have it. It isn't like they need it because they want to watch movies anymore. They have to have it to work.
The dependence for internet became just that, a dependence. It was a necessity. And we had to keep giving our members that service.
During the pandemic, it had never been more important to take care of our members and customers, I think just because of the services we provide, whether it's electricity or fiber.
During the pandemic, we thought it was especially important to take care of the members because you had so many people that were working from home. Kids weren't in school in different areas or were being quarantined, and there was enough stress on them because of the situation, and then having power issues, that was just adding to it. We wanted to get them back on as soon as we could and alleviate any stress that we could.
We had 4 different crews who had to maintain social distancing, wear protective equipment while they were out working in the field with each other, and even through outages, they were able to pull together and make sure that we took care of our membership.
I feel like the pandemic has taught us that as a co-op we have to be flexible. As employees we have to be flexible.
It's always been whatever you need to do to get the customer up, get the customer going, and make them happy.
One thing that I'm most proud of that I can say about our employees is that everybody stepped up, they pulled together, even though we had to keep them separated because of the COVID guidelines.
We have had trying times before, but this was something that affected everybody around the world, and that is unprecedented. And it was scary at times, and we just had to push through it and rely on each other to get through it. So I hope that's what we've all learned from 2020, is how to take care of each other.
As you can see, 2020 threw a lot of challenges to our normal work routine. But our main priority was safety and the safety of our members. And we were able to accomplish that, not by the usual way of doing business, but by reinventing the way we do business. Besides our normal challenges, the crisis that was 2020 made our lives even more complicated. We came together, we worked, we got the job done, no matter where we were located. Who knows if life will ever go back to being the same, but our commitment to you, the member, will always be the same. We'll get through this pandemic, and brighter days will be ahead. Through our faith in God and our faith in each other, things will get better. As you can see, one of the casualties of 2020 was not being around your friends, coworkers, and family. And the employees of United are sort of like a family. And just even watching that video reminds me of the people that I haven't seen on a regular basis for a long time. I hope as the world heals, we're all able to get back together in person for not only annual meetings, but our daily life. Now, we noticed one issue. We had one issue with some people on Facebook at the beginning of this meeting who couldn't get on in the very beginning. Immediately following the meeting, you'll be able to replay the meeting in whole and see everything from the start to finish. It'll also be available later on Facebook anytime you want to watch it, and be available on our website by tomorrow morning to watch in whole. We apologize for that difficulty, but when you deal with big tech, you have big problems sometimes. So at this time, I'll call back up the President, Phil Jensen, to end our meeting. Thank you.
This concludes our meeting of our annual meeting of the members. We thank you for joining us, and meeting is adjourned.